The Walt Disney World 10K. I did not do it.
I did because I was doing the Dopey, as we previously stated, my first year.
First and...
probably last for at least another 5 years. It's a little warmer too, but cool enough to where it's like, you might want something because you know you're going to be waiting in those corrals.
Take advantage of the light bright lighting here in the elevator. So we're at the Pop Century. We're heading over to the buses to take us over to the start of the 10K, which Chelsea is running in as part of the Dopey Challenge, and I'm going to be spectating today.
This day the line was long too.
This was the longest line for the buses.
Yeah.
When we went outside, we just saw a bus pulling out and a massive line of people doubling back.
This is the day where it looked like there were no buses and the longest line.
We got here a little I know, a little bit earlier, and definitely by far the longest lines we've seen waiting for a bus. Never seen it double back like this.
The last bus left, and we thought that's it, and there's this massive line of people waiting for one or two buses.
It took another 10 minutes before we actually got on the bus.
So there was 10 minutes we waited, and we were in line waiting with so many people. And then, all of a sudden...
it was just like the buses...
8 buses or more showed up.
Overflowed.
Yeah.
Too many buses.
And they started actually loading all the buses at the same time, which was pretty incredible.
I think we don't have to worry about the buses at this point. Merida. Oh, there's Merida behind you. I think we're good with the bus situation, though. Thank you.
Good morning.
So what's kind of funny is there's a lot of people waiting over there in line for some porta potties when there's a bunch of them here, and we actually just walked right up to the porta potty and got right in, no problem.
Yeah, I think my corral's like already filled. Thanks.
Everybody follow me, here we go.
I just left Chelsea at the entrance to the corrals, and now I'm going to be heading over to the spectator viewing. And I'm hopefully going to catch her at the start of the race. It's probably about another 45 minutes before the start of the race. But it'll be nice to see her. Hopefully she knows where to look for me. While those crowds for the race are really full, or the corrals are really full, there's still a big crowd heading over for the spectator stand. I'm surprised by that. I will be one of them.
In the corrals, they were a little bit rowdier, this bunch. Corral A, I managed to get in the first wave of the first corral, but it was like a lot of pushing and shoving. A lot of people were like coming from the back, moving to the front. There were plenty of people that were like making off the cuff comments to other people walking up, which is an annoying thing. Deal with yourself, don't worry about other people.
Now Dopey with Karl and Karl.
For the
start of the race, I almost didn't see you. It was so crowded again there that Chelsea actually had to call out as she ran by, and you even said how crowded it was at the time.
Well, the 5K was crowded. This was crowded.
I think it got less crowded the longer the race was.
It did thin out along the course, and I don't know if I didn't get every picture stop, but I got quite a few.
Come on! Woo!
The course was similar to the 5K. It did like this double back. You went out along the road, and then you went by the parking lot where they do the bus loading later. Then they have you go around the...
Yeah, that was kind of cool because I got to see you at the start line, at the start of the race.
And then you got to see
and then I got to see the end.
Hey, Chelsea, go.
Well, that was great. I got to see Chelsea twice. Once at the start line, and thank God she waved, otherwise I would have missed her. Then I got to see her again at about almost mile 3, so she ran by me there. And I'm over at the finish line, and hopefully we're going to catch her crossing the line.
You did get a lot of pictures. You got a good number of them. Did you have any favorite pictures?
I could be getting... See, the problem with doing Dopey is the days blur together. I think there was the one where we were going by the resorts. We were passing the Swan and Dolphin and going into the boardwalk area, and there was Donald with the surfboard, and I think I was really
nice.
Yay. That was sort of a nice and calming day, or morning on the course.
Mickey, nice to see you. Elise, come over here. Oh yeah, bring it up. Chris Church. What's up, Chris Church?
Yeah, it was really good.
So Chelsea's completed her 10K for today, and did very fast. Of course, we got a chance to get a lot of photos afterwards with the characters, and then we got to sit on the ground and wait for half an hour before the buses were available or able to come in to let us board them, because the path for the race went by that area about 2.5 miles into the race, so we had to wait for all the runners to go by. Yeah, it was nice because I got to see Chelsea twice during the race, which I don't always get to do, but...
It really trapped a lot of people that staying on property.
And people who were like up front in the race too, had to wait longer. So
I'm sure there were other means to get out of there. However, that was like the lifeline.
Yeah, the free arranged transportation was hard to get to. Anyhow.
But once the last runner came through, they did, like, there was a whole operation.
There's some guy we have to get his name.
Great efficiency.
There's one guy that we have to get his name that must be a Disney transportation guy. He is so good at arranging the lines and getting people like grouped up into bus worth of people and get them ready to go on the bus that it's even more efficient. He had 4 buses lined up ready to get boarded immediately, and he did a great job. So we'll get his name. We want to shout him out because he does a good job here.
Well, we saw him yesterday. He did the same thing.
Yeah, and exactly. So we think we'll have a chance to see him again.
Anyhow, that was it for the 10K. And on our next video, we're going to be exploring a little bit of Disney Springs.